there has been a general decline in the Bitcoin market as of late. The Shiba Inu price is under review. Some investors are freaking out, but experts have now sent forth massive signals. The wildest part is that Blackrock just dropped a major bombshell, and it could save Shiba Inus. However, it's even more absurd. Once again, the Shiba Inu team is hard at work, and this time, they appear to be about to accomplish something monumental. How has this happened, and just what am I referring to? Sure, I'll try to be more clear. Here at Wealthy Coin, we are pleased to serve you Shiba every day. If you are interested in Shiba and want to learn more, you have come to the right place. Stay ahead of the curve in the cryptocurrency business and get the scoop on all the newest news predictions by subscribing. Hit that like button if you want to see more SHIB news stories. Not all prices will be up to date when you view this video. You won't find any financial guidance in this video. Shiba Inu obviously hit the brakes not long ago. A lot of traders were caught off guard by the sudden, severe decline and the way it turned. It was contagious. The public started to fret, thinking this would be the beginning of a much bigger downturn. For fear of a more severe decline, some even sold quickly. But Shiba Inu came back a couple of hours after that, sufficient to alleviate anxiety, yet insufficient to restore full health. Even though it's 10% reduced, the red is still there. For some, that small improvement was a welcome solace. Was this slump only temporary anyway? It is puzzling. Alternately, is something more serious brewing? At this point, things start to get strange. Shiba Inus did not make a full recovery, no matter how much help they received from the community. Reportedly, as burn rates surged, millions of tokens were promptly withdrawn from circulation. A single transaction wiped the majority of the more than 16 million coins that were burned. Regardless, following a sharp drop earlier in the week, the price has stayed put, revisiting the same region. Since August, Shiba Inu has been unable to break past a significant resistance level. The last time it even came close was a few weeks ago. When burning hit record highs and the price doesn't budge, investors are wondering what's stopping Shiba Inus from expanding. Thus, you might wonder, why is this taking place? What gives the Shiba Inu its peculiar gait? What gives with these crazy swings? Then, let's take a step back and examine the big picture. It turns out that Bitcoin has been acting similarly. It had been as high as 115,000s before falling to 109,000s. The bright side is that there seems to be a lot of support for it at that point. One analyst speculates that Bitcoin may still be planning its next move despite this drop. In the past day, Bitcoin's price has dropped slightly, but it is currently trading just above that important support level. Due to this sudden drop, the market witnessed massive liquidations, which wiped away transactions worth more than 200 million. Will Bitcoin price increases be caused by bulls re-entering the market? Right now, that is the most important thing. Alternatively, will the recession only get worse from here? Traders are definitely nervous about what's to come. Why has there been a decline? There appears to be some involvement from the US government. Everything associated with cryptocurrencies took a hit after a major announcement from the Federal Reserve. Chair Jerome Powell of the Federal Reserve stuck to his strong stance following some cautious comments about interest rates, rather than giving markets any optimism. As a result, the value of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies crashed, setting off a chain reaction of panic sales and massive liquidations. The market was rattled by Powell's comments. Bitcoin, widely seen as a safe haven, saw a sharp drop before regaining that critical support level. That wasn't the only thing that Shiba Inu and other memcoins went through. This sell-off was so severe that trading activity skyrocketed as billions of dollars poured in and out. As they braced themselves for what might be a protracted period of high interest rates, investors are starting to feel nervous. As borrowing rates climb, riskier assets like cryptocurrency lose appeal, and the whole market is suddenly feeling the pinch. But this is when it becomes interesting. Institutional investors appear unfazed by this depressing news. By purchasing yet another massive stake in Bitcoin, this time at over 55.5 million, Blackrock has made a giant leap forward. Evidently, there is something that the world's biggest investing firm, Blackrock, sees that the rest of us do not. This is not just any old random purchase. It's a trustworthy purchase that shows confidence. Indeed, as soon as word got out, the vibe in the area changed for the better. The market sentiment is known to shift in response to such institutional involvement. When a player as well known as Blackrock is involved, it gets people's attention. This is actually very good news for Shiba Inu. That is why large-scale Bitcoin investments by firms like Blackrock are about more than just Bitcoin. The entire Bitcoin market is affected by investments of this magnitude. Shiba Inu and other altcoins have traditionally tracked Bitcoin's price action. If Bitcoin's price is stabilized or increases due to BlackRock's acquisition, it might be good news for Shiba Inu. Likewise to Rise. But market movement isn't everything. The backing of a large financial firm, like BlackRock, gives Bitcoin more credibility. Even if there has been a lot of bad news recently, regular investors nevertheless feel encouraged when they see major financial players taking risks. This includes Shiba Inu. It provides evidence that Bitcoin is here to stay. Its impact on the global economy is becoming more noticeable. Also, BlackRock isn't your average investor. This is a firm that doesn't make hasty decisions, they manage trillions of dollars. They must have some sort of expectation if they are still putting money into cryptocurrency. Whether it's because of impending changes in regulation or a change in market sentiment, their actions suggest a positive outlook for the future. The predicament of the Shiba Inu becomes even more interesting at this point. Meme currencies, such as Shiba Inu, have more room to expand than Bitcoin, which has already gained institutional recognition. But more speculative assets, like Shiba Inu, will acquire traction as institutions further legitimize cryptocurrency. Increases in burn rates, innovations in the Shiba Inu environment, and general acceptance are all signs that the project is here to stay. So, big investors aren't getting out of the market, even when bad news is piling up. In fact, they are quietly accumulating. Was a major change on the horizon for them? Are they privy to information that the rest of us aren't? Everything is speculation at this point. One thing is certain, though, Shiba Inus are far from out. Plus, the fact that businesses are pouring a lot of money into cryptocurrencies makes its future look even brighter. The catch is, maybe this price drop isn't something to be concerned about. Recently, an expert made the observation that Shiba Inu might actually be in a great position to make a full recovery. Renowned analyst Ali Martinez posted a few months ago that the Shiba Inu's graph is flashing a critical buy signal, which has historically signaled large price reversals. When this indication has worked, it has caused prices to surge dramatically, but it hasn't always been correct. Foretelling a large rally, Martinez has previously used this same signal. Even though it was short, the price was still pretty close to his target. While there have been some missteps with the signal, other specialists are also pointing to similar patterns that suggest Shiba Inu may be gearing up for a breakthrough. Another cryptocurrency trading firm just reported that Shiba Inu is testing a sturdy resistance zone. If it can break out of its current pattern, there is a big opportunity for profit. According to their predictions, the possibility of a tremendous revival has them thinking that Shiba Inu might soar much higher than they are right now. Even while the market has been unpredictable and short-term traders are worried, the bigger picture appears to be much more positive. The institutional sector is becoming interested in cryptocurrency. Trends of optimism are being noticed by analysts. The Shiba Inu is also becoming more handy all the time. Is it possible that a major rally is approaching? Although we cannot say for sure just yet, one thing is certain. Shiba Inu still have much to offer. We are almost to the exciting part. The developer's return gives the impression that big plans are afoot. What makes it more interesting is that Kusama has just dropped a major hint about what's to come. In light of the increasing competition in the meme money market, Kusama was questioned regarding the plans of the Shiba Inu management to